Hi, my name is Kate Daster, and I will be demonstrating the new Major Projects functionality today in TxDOTCONNECT. And here with us, we have our friend Liz Bullock from the PFD division. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Kate. I'm a transportation engineer with PFD.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here with us today. During this demo, we're going to be showing you guys how to navigate through the new Major Projects page in TxDOTCONNECT, which was designed to provide a centralized place for tracking the review and approval of oversight documents that are required to keep a major project on track. The Major Projects page can be found in the Programs section in the left-hand navigation menu. We'll start here up at the top of the page with the Major Project Details section. Starting on the left-hand side, we've got our total major project cost field. The amount in this field is auto-populated, and we'll touch on where this amount actually is coming from in just a second when we scroll down. Then, next over, you'll see the major project types checkboxes. First, we've got checkboxes for Special Experimental Project 16, or SEP 16, and Texas Division Involved Project, or TxDIP, which was formerly known as PODI, both of which you can manually check. So for this project, we've got SEP 16 checked. Then next over, you'll see Major Project and Other Project checkboxes. These will be automatically checked based on rules that are built into TxDOTCONNECT, which are dependent on the amount in that total major project cost field. And then moving on to the last field in this section, we have the Major Project Completion Date, which you can use to indicate when a major project has reached its final completion. Right off of the bat, Liz, just seeing this first section, what do you think about this Major Project Details section and the information that it's going to provide for us right up front?
I totally love seeing the total major project cost in one place. I mean, that is so great to just clearly see that identified for our major projects. And then it's also really great to see how the major project is identified and categorized in one place. This is great to see this information.
Absolutely. I'm so glad. Yeah, that automation is super helpful with those checkboxes as well. All right, now we'll move down the page to the Environmental Association section. This section displays information pulled from the Texas Environmental Compliance Oversight System, also known as ECOS, and the estimated cost page in TxDOTCONNECT for all environmental associated projects. Down at the bottom, TxDOTCONNECT calculates the total major project cost by adding together all of the values in this last column here, and then that total is pulled up to the Major Project Details section, like I just referenced a moment ago. Liz, I know previously some of this information was exclusively found in ECOS. What value is this new Environmental Association section in TxDOTCONNECT going to bring for you?
A lot of saved time. This is a great enhancement for the major project page. And it's just awesome, like when you started off at the beginning, it's pulling it's a centralized place to see all of the data. So we, at major projects or looking at major projects, we can just go here and we can see all of the projects that are associated in ECOS for the environmental clearance and easily see what's there and what's not without us having to leave TxDOTCONNECT.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be really nice not to have to switch back and forth between systems to get what you need there. Okay, so now we're going to transition to walking through the 4 remaining sections on this page, which are the plan and review sections, sort of the meat and potatoes, if you will, of the major projects page. This is where you'll be able to track the progress on the steps required to submit various oversight documents to the Federal Highway Administration, or the FHWA, for review and approval. So let's take a look first, Project Management Plan section. What are the steps involved in getting that plan submitted? Well, they're all listed out in the step column of this table. For each step in the process, you'll be able to manually enter the date it was started or submitted, the date it's estimated to be complete, and then the actual completion date. So it looks like for this example, this plan has already made it pretty far along in the process. Once the plan has made it through all of these steps and you're ready to mark it as approved/on file, you will go ahead and select your date. So I will select one from this date picker field. And then I'm going to go up and save the project. There we go. Now, upon save, you'll notice that this plus update button has been enabled. When I click this, all of the previous information entered in this section will clear out, and the current approved/on file date will be captured and displayed in the approval history section below, so that I'll be able to track the steps for review and approval all over again. The reason that this functionality is so neat is that major projects are quite a big lift, and they often happen over time. So odds are at some point we may need to tweak or update the project management plan as new information surfaces. And this is a really simple way to do that. So I'll go ahead and click plus update and we can watch this functionality in action. And there you have it. The section cleared out and the last approval date that was originally here has now been captured down below so that we can start the process over again. Liz, I know when we were talking through this page earlier, you mentioned how much you like the ability to add comments here. How does this comments functionality help you as you work through sections like this?
Those little comments are my favorite addition to TxDOTCONNECT as it's evolved. The reason I like it is because, projects change and there's a lot of different things that happen to projects. And so you can add comments to document what's going on. And then you just have to go to the little comment box to refresh yourself on what's been going on with this project. What am I waiting on? Why are we doing a refresh? I mean, all kinds of different things. And it's just right there in the comment section, the history of edits on this project. It's great.
Totally. Yeah, that's so helpful. The remainder of sections on this page actually work largely the same way. So we've got the same functionality for tracking that cost estimate review report through the review and approval process with its own set of unique steps listed out here. And the same rings true as well for the initial financial plan seen here right below. But then lastly, we have our financial plan annual update section. Same functionality as far as tracking goes. However, what distinguishes this one from the rest are these cycle options for when the annual update will actually occur. So you can select by fiscal year and choose your fiscal year from the dropdown, or you can select by other and set a custom cycle if the cycle that you want doesn't fit into that traditional fiscal year kind of cookie cutter piece. So with that, we reach the bottom of our major projects page. So Liz, I'm curious now, after seeing these plan and review sections work and comparing it to the processes that you use to keep track of things now, what do you think about this new major projects page overall?
It's really a huge benefit to major projects. As a TxDOTCONNECT user from the beginning of TxDOTCONNECT, it's really exciting to see another piece of functionality added to TxDOTCONNECT. TxDOT does a lot of different projects, and it's great to see another piece of that functionality added to what we do at TxDOT and continuing to reduce duplication of our efforts and streamlining processes and continuing with that key piece of having all the information we need in one place. I'm excited.
Good. I'm so glad. I definitely agree with you. I think a huge value add is definitely the interconnectedness of that environmental association information, and then also just being able to keep track of where these things are and all the moving parts that are involved in such a dynamic page is really going to be a game changer. So I am so glad that you feel that way too. With that said, Liz, I do want to thank you so much for joining us here today and providing your insight on the new major projects page. And thanks to all of you for attending our demonstration.
Thanks, Kate.